2026 rotation is here. Well, not in the physical TCG, but in TCG Live, they have now implemented the new 2026 rotation, as well as bringing it perfect order. This is normally what they do with TCG Live, is when they bring in the first set of rotation, they also bring in rotation, I guess, so people can test out new decks and new cards. Probably how it should be in the actual physical TCG, but no, we have to wait 2 weeks until after the set comes out, but it's fine. And in this new rotation, things have been very all over the place, especially in the first few weeks over in Japan. There was like some decks popping up, and then they went away, and then they came back up. There just seems to be a very wide range of stuff that people are testing. There's no like definitive best deck. There's like a couple of good decks, like Dragapult is still good. Mega Lucario has seen a jump up in success, probably because Gardevoir's gone now. Zoroark is doing pretty well. We also have some other stuff, especially stuff that's come out from Ninja Spinner. Mega Greninja started seeing a little bit of play, but there's also quite a lot of rogue decks that are seeing play, and this is one we're going to be going over in this video. This is Team Rocket, specifically Team Rocket's Honchkrow. This card wasn't released in perfect order. This was released in Ascended Heroes, and this card is pretty good. It's Rocket Feathers. You may discard any number of supporter cards that have Team Rocket in the name from your hand, and this does 60 damage for each card you discarded this way. I think there is like 4 or 5 Team Rocket supporters, so you can just discard a bunch of them and do a whole bunch of damage. 60 for each one doesn't take many to discard to knock out some Pokemon, and you're playing a 1 prize Pokemon against 2 prize, 3 prize decks. Seems pretty good, and this deck also has a secondary attacker that can make use of those Team Rockets cards in the discard, Team Rockets Porygon 2 as well as Team Rockets Porygon Z. They both have the same attack, but Porygon Z requires 1 less energy than Porygon 2. Our command, 20 damage for each supporter card that has Team Rockets in its name in your discard pile. So after you've used Honchkrow's attack a couple of times, you can just put up a Team Rockets Porygon 2 or a Team Rockets Porygon Z, and basically just keep attacking. 20 for each Team Rocket supporter in your discard is pretty decent if you think about it. You're basically doing double damage for each supporter in your discard, and there's 4 or 5, and then like you're playing max copies of them, so like ×4 and then ×2. You can understand where the math comes from, and again, it's a 1 prize Pokemon. Pretty decent. And again, Porygon Z is 1 energy less, but it also has the Reconstruct, so you can discard 2 cards from your hand in order to use this ability and draw a card, so you could possibly discard more supporter cards or just discard cards that you don't really need anymore in your hand. It's pretty decent. And that is it. That is it for the Pokemon. We are also playing the 1 Team Rockets Articuno. It's Repelling Veil. Prevent all effects of attacks used by your opponent's Pokemon done to your basic Team Rockets Pokemon. Existing effects are not removed and damage is not an effect. This just protects you from like certain random things like effects of attacks, again, like just random things here and there. It can just help protect all of your basic Team Rockets Pokemon. It doesn't protect your evolutions, which Honchkrow and Porygon Z and Porygon 2 are, but it can protect your Murkrow and your Porygon while you're trying to set up, and it also protects itself. And then moving on to the items and stuff, we'll start with our ace pick of choice, Miracle Helmet, Miracle Headset. It's pretty much the only deck that plays this supporter card. If you know about Versus Seeker, basically put a supporter card from your discard pile into your hand. This is Versus Seeker ×2. So after you've discarded all of your Team Rocket supporters, you can just get them back if you need them later on in the game, use them again, so on and so forth. Basically, our only form of supporter recovery in this format, because Palpad has now been rotated, and this deck kind of needs it. Other than that, we're playing 2 Night Stretcher, 4 Pokepad, because everything is a non-Roblox Pokemon. We're playing Roto Stick. Look at the top 4 cards of your deck and reveal any number of supporter cards you find there, put them into your hand, shuffle your deck. Like, I would say a worse version of Pokegear, but it adds all supporter cards, so it has like a little bit of an upside, a little bit of a downside. Team Rocket's Transceiver. Search your deck for a supporter card that has Team Rocket in its name, reveal it, put it into your hand. Team Rocket's Factory. Once during each player's turn, when you've played a supporter card that has Team Rocket in its name, you can just draw 2 cards. And then we have the Team Rockets supporters themselves, and each one of them does something different, and they're all pretty good in what they're able to do. Team Rockets Archer, you can use this card only if one of your Team Rockets Pokemon was knocked out during your opponent's last turn. Each player shuffles their hand into their deck. You draw 5 cards, your opponent draws 3, so it's a form of hand disruption. Team Rockets Ariana, draw until you have 5 cards in hand, but if all of your Pokemon in play are Team Rockets Pokemon, draw cards until you have 8 cards in your hand instead. This is the reason why we're purely playing Team Rockets Pokemon, because we don't want to have something like if there's Serendipity on the bench, which then makes this card draw us 3 less cards, if you know what I mean. Team Rocket's Giovanni, switch your active Team Rocket's Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon, and if you do, switch one of your opponent's active bench Pokemon, or switch one of your opponent's bench Pokemon to the active spot. It's basically Guzma, but purely for Team Rocket's Pokemon. Team Rocket's Petrol, search your deck for a trainer card, reveal it and put it into your hand. Pretty simple. And then Team Rocket's Proton. If you go first, you can use this card during your first turn. Search your deck for up to 3 basic Team Rocket's Pokemon, reveal them and put them into your hand. So another reason why we're not playing stuff like Buddy Buddy Poffin is that we can just use this, and we can use it on our first turn, so we kind of want to go first, because we're a stage 1 deck, we want to get our attackers set up and ready again for next turn. And then we're playing 1 Brave Bangle. This just helps increase our damage by a little bit. And then for our energies, we're playing 3 Ignition Energy. If this card is attached to a Pokemon, discard it at the end of the turn. If it's attached to a Pokemon, it provides colorless, but if it's attached to an evolution, it provides 3 colorless energy instead. So this lets us use our Porygon 2, as well as our Honchkrow, as well as our Porygon Z, but we also just have Team Rocket's energy. This card can only be attached to a Team Rocket's Pokemon. If it's attached to any other Pokemon, you immediately discard it. As long as this card is attached to a Pokemon, it provides 2 in any combination of Psychic and Dark energy. Doesn't really matter because our attacks are all colorless anyway. I guess, like, you could probably use Hammer In, but why would you use Hammer In when you can just use Rocket Feathers? Can't really use Articuno's attack, but it doesn't really matter because it's purely there for the protection. And it's a very basic, very simple, but very effective rogue deck, and we're going to take it onto the ladder. This is my first time playing the deck, as always with these types of videos, so I may make some mistakes, I may make some mixed plays. It's all a learning experience. I am curious to see what everyone is deciding to play in this rotation. Lost the coin flip. Although if they make us go first, that's kind of fine. I imagine most decks want to go second. But I'm curious to see what everyone is testing out on TCG Live, because the set, or the rotation, was technically introduced yesterday, like evening, but this is my first time booting up the game. My opponent's going first. That is interesting. So a Murkrow, Petril, Archer. Okay. This is fine. They've also changed the background. It's no longer the school background. I actually kind of liked that one, but yeah, it's okay. Ogerpon. Okay, so this could be Terrabox. Something along those lines. Curious to see what this is. It could be many things. It could be Raging Bolt. I know some Raging Bolt lists are now playing Ogerpon. They're basically kind of like Terrabox, but you just play a Raging Bolt as well. Suppose we'll see what they're playing. I imagine it's probably Terrabox or like Terrapagos or something. 2 Psychic Energies. Gonna get Fan Rotom. I mean, yeah, it's most likely thing you would do. Hoothoot. Probably gonna get another Hoothoot and a Noctowl. Or a Hoothoot and 2 Noctowls. That would be the play. I think the first thing I'm going to do is Transceiver for Rotom, I think is the one that gets us 3 basics. And just try and set up from there, although Torrential Pump is looking pretty scary because Articuno doesn't protect from damage, so they can still use Torrential Pump. 2 Hootoots and a Noctowl. So they probably already have another. I'm gonna bench all 3 of them. That's very interesting because now you've kind of bench locked yourself unless you have the stadium, but okay. I mean, they can just get like a bunch of stuff next turn, so I guess it's kind of fine. I'm gonna Receiver for Proton. Apologies, I'm a bit sniffly. Is there a point in getting this? Prevent all effects of attacks used by your opponent's Pokemon done to your basic Team Rocket's Pokemon. Existing effects, damage is not an effect. So I think I'm just going to get a Murkrow, a Porygon. Might as well get this, but it doesn't really matter. I could just get another Murkrow. Bench. 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 I do need... okay, that's nothing. That's fine. Not the best start, but if they knock out something, I can hand disrupt them a little bit. So I think we're fine for the time being. I do kind of need to get some more supporters in my hand. Petrol. Not really sure what Petrol could get me. Though if they do knock out this Murkrow and something else, I could Archer to disrupt their hand. I'm gonna get Crispin. They're probably looking for that Torrential Pump. Ultra Ball. So their hand is Crispin, Teal Mask. Okay, so their hand now is Terra Orb, Crispin. Interesting. Yeah, so I know they've got Crispin, Terra Orb. They are really banking on this Torrential Pump. But again, I could just not Archer them and just hope they get nothing off of prizes. And then they're kind of in just like a really bad spot. Okay, they probably are just going to go for the Torrential Pump. They are, okay. So, unless they are banking on getting something off of these prizes, because their only card in hand is Terra Orb. And they also shuffle back all the energy. It's a unique animation. Is there any point bringing up Porygon? Probably not. Nothing really has free retreat here. So I could just Archer, but then it might arch them into something that they need. I mean, that helps. I can get an Ariana. And then we go Evolve. Evolve. And then we draw 5 cards. Find an energy, find a factory, so I can draw 2 more. Might as well put this down, I don't think it does anything. So 6, 12, 18. That does kill. And we currently have 2 in the discard. I might as well just do it. I do have to get rid of all of them, but that's fine, I suppose. 6, 12, 18, 24. Cool, we get 2 more of prizes. So now this sets up our discard for Porygon 2. So we're doing 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 120 with Porygon 2. So we basically want to use Honchkrow for a bit and then start using Porygon. That's kind of the gist of this deck. They did get a Noctowl, probably off of prizes, but they don't have a Terror in play. Oh, you fool. That was a waste. Yep. I think they just realised. You don't have a Terror in play, so Noctowl's ability doesn't do anything. Night Stretcher, probably for Wellspring. Yep. So I wonder, so they still have Terror Orb. Judge. Sure. That actually does kind of help. That I can get a Porygon 2. Pokepad, probably for another Hoothoot. Don't put it down. Okay, they're choosing a new active. And Rotom. Okay, they're just gonna go for Assault Landing. Interesting play. This is weak to, yeah, this is weak to Dark. Does this... I don't know if it applies weakness or resistance. So this is a bit annoying because I can't really do anything. I could try and draw something. Keyword being try and draw something. I'm going to get rid of this and this. That doesn't help. I mean, I can get back Murkrow, I suppose. But I kind of have to switch out. Which I suppose is fine. Probably use the ignition, save the rocket's energy. Because the ignition discards itself anyway. Yeah, I think I use the ignition. Just so then I'm not wasting anything, I suppose. Another ignition, that's okay. And disruption do be a little bit annoying. But yeah, so like I didn't want to attach the rocket's energy because it's probably gonna get knocked out maybe, and I don't really want to waste an energy. Whereas using an ignition, it gets rid of itself at the end. Eevee. Is this Eevee box or is this just Terra box? I don't know what this is. They have 3 knockdowns in play. One of them didn't even use its ability. It was a dud. What are they gonna get? Because this thing can't evolve immediately, it's not the other Eevee. So I'm not really sure what they're gonna get, because they did judge, so they shuffled back their own Wellspring instead of benching it. Crystal Terra Orb. Do they have Crispin? Do they have Crispin? That just seems to be like, do you have Crispin for your Wellspring Mask? Going for Terrapagos. Okay. They can't retreat this Noctowl. So the hand is Sparkling Crystal and something else. So what are they attaching it to? They have to attach to the Noctowl. Attaching to the Eevee, okay. So your Noctowl can't retreat because it's not a basic Pokemon. So okay, they can see. I think they realized. Okay then. On to game 2. Badoo coin with fireworks. I'm sorry, what? What is that? That's not fun. That's not funny. I don't even remember what they picked. Oh, do I want to go first? Yes. Because I can play support cards on my first turn. That is why I want to go first. I also don't really have any... Okay. That's what we call a mulligan. I mean, this hand would have been alright. Because I can get 3 basics and then also draw 2 cards because of factory. But we're not that lucky. Only 1 mulligan. Sadly, I mean, we can Transceiver, which is fine. I just read, discard a card from your hand. If you do, your opponent discards a card from their hand. That could be useful. Could be. Keyword there, could be useful. It probably won't be. They are also playing rockets. Okay, that is interesting. What does this do again? Choose one of your opponent's active Terra Pokemon stats. Okay. We're going to Transceiver for a Proton. And I'm going to use the Proton and we are going to grab... does anything here use effects of attacks? I think I just grabbed triple Murkrow. Double Murkrow, Porygon. I don't really need the Articuno, because I don't think anything in this deck uses effects of attacks. So yeah, we'll just get Murkrow, Porygon, and I'm not going to attach an energy. Maybe. No. No, I don't think so. Maybe. No, I'm going to save it. I don't want to commit. Because then they can just bring it up and get rid of it. KO it. I'm going to use their own Proton, not full art, so it's infinitely worse. It only searches for 2 basics. Yeah, we're playing the Mewtwo variant. Wow, they are loading up the bench. 3 Spidops. 4 Spidops. With a Mewtwo. Interesting. Very interesting that you would go for 4. So this Mimikyu is kind of a dead card, so I actually kind of want to keep it in play, because you can't use it. Which is just funny. is it's attaching onto the Mewtwo. The Mewtwo does need 3 energy. I just want to read this. This Pokemon can't allow you to have 4 more Team Rocket's Pokemon in play. You can discard up to 2 energy cards from your benched Pokemon for 60 more damage, which they kind of don't need to do. This hand is kind of cluttered. I kind of want this Porygon out of the way. I'm trying to remember what I have in my deck that I could petrol for. I think I just had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ew, okay. I guess I will Ariana. I mean, that's something. So, Pokepad for, I guess, Honchkrow. And we'll go ahead and double evolve. And then I just have to hope that they kill this Porygon, because I am not really doing a whole lot. And then I can Giovanni. This is weak to Dark, right? This does apply weakness. You can discard any number of support cards that have Team Rocket in their name from your hand. In the stat, just 60 damage for each card you discard this way. Okay, it doesn't say anything about not applying weakness and resistance. So I'm guessing it does apply weakness, so I only need to get rid of 2. No, I need to get rid of 3. 6, 12. Yeah, I need to get rid of 3 supporters. So I could Miracle Headset. Oh, that thing has free retreat. That's kind of funny. Well, I'm not bringing up anything. I can just get rid of this thing very easily. Okay, yeah, that's fine. I'm fine. I'm fine with this. This is kind of a good matchup for me, if I'm being honest. Yeah, I'll just put it down. I could Miracle Heads. I could also Archer here, but Archer's kind of a risky player. I mean, if I draw another supporter, I can just Miracle Headset for these two and then get rid of them. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Okay, yeah, I get my supporters. What do I want to get? I guess I'll get one of you. Try and thin out the ones I'm not going to use. So you are kind of dead now. Also gonna Pokepad for a Porygon 2, not Porygon. Okay, Porygon Z seems to be prized because we only play 1. Right, so here, yeah, it does apply weakness. Okay. So, 6, 12, 18. Let's go. Sadly, we have to get rid of 3. It's fine. Get 2 more supporters, that's nice. Bring up the Spidops. This is weak to... what does this do? Just fade down for each Team Rocket's Pokemon in play, so I do need 2 energy on it. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, okay. Are we just gonna go with like one prizer against one prizer now? Is that what we're doing? Wow, they got the Lily's determination. I think they're just gonna go one prizer against one prizer, but I'm already ahead, so I think this is just a win for me. It's like if they put down another Mewtwo, I can just Giovanni it. Also, we got the Z. Wait, I already had the Porygon Z in hand. What am I on about? Oh yeah, I don't have it. I already had it in hand. So yeah, I think what they're trying to do is just like set up one prizer against one prizer, but I'm already ahead on prizes. So I just win. And if I knock out their stuff, they have to put more stuff into play to then get rid of my stuff. You can kind of see where it's going. What do I want to bring up? Probably something, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. I can kill it if I use a supporter. Yeah. Sure. Go on then. I could actually get rid of these and draw a card. But no, I'm gonna Ariana. Yeah, I will gladly draw more cards. I'll gladly put another one of these in play. No energy. That's kind of cringe. Thin the deck, I suppose. And then Ray that draw an energy. Nope. Oh, that's really bad. Night Stretcher. So now they're going to be ahead on the prize race. That's kind of annoying. Sure, but still. No energy. So now I think I just lose, because they're not going to put down a 2-prizer. And they can just keep attacking. Though, they do need energy in the discard. They're gonna get their own Ariana. So I've only used 1 energy, right? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, damn. 10 damage over. This is very annoying. I'm trying to think of, is there any way that I can navigate through this? I don't think there is, because if I knock out the Spider up to just get the energy back. And just get the energy back. And they're not going to put down a 2-prize Pokemon. Although if I get rid of one of the Spider-Ups, they have to put down another Pokemon to KO my Pokemon. So maybe they mess up? I mean, I could possibly still win this. I don't think I will. But I'll play it out just to see what they do. Because it's 30 damage for each of your Team Rocket's Pokemon in play. So if I get rid of one of them, they have to now put another one in play, and they already have all 4 of these. So they have to use recovery cards to get them back. Well, there's the other card, the Mimikyu. But then again, they might have to put down another one. It's strange. It's a very weird matchup. I also need to get rid of 3 cards to get rid of this thing with a Honchkrow. Don't like that. What am I bringing up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's probably worth to bring up the Porygon. Genuinely, I don't know. Probably this. Because these are kind of dead now, unless they put down... I don't want to draw this, so I'm just going to slap this on here. Well, there's my energy, but not my Porygon. I think I just concede this. I don't think it's GG. That was really unlucky. So I can already see a couple of flaws with the deck. Is that, I mean, I'm just getting very unlucky with the stuff that I draw. But there isn't really a whole lot of searching, I guess. Like, you can draw a whole bunch, and you can search some things. It just seems like a lot of resource management, which I'm not very good at. I'll tell you that right now, I'm not very good at that type of stuff. Why is everyone going first today? First game, someone wants to go first? Ooh, fighting. This might be a Lucario, possibly. It's a bit tricky, because it's pretty beefy Pokemon. It's a lot of HP. It's 340, I believe. Oh, it's some type of fighting deck. Again, it's probably Lucario. I am resistant. I am resistant to fighting. I take less damage. Although I'm pretty sure I'm 130, so Aura Jab does still kill me, I'm pretty sure. Aura Jab's 160, so even with the 30 reduction, I still die to Aura Jab. It is Lucario. Okay. This one might be a bit tricky. How many do I need? It's what, 34? So I need 6 support cards. Ouch. I only play, well, like 4 times 5, 20? Okay. That's decent, I suppose. Oh yeah, I can also get the 30 damage boost. So, don't think that fixes the math at all, because I would be 10 damage short. Roto Stick. Nothing. Cool. This is going to be an Ariana, isn't it? This is going to be an Factory. What can I petrol for? I think this is the one you just discard, because I can't think of a situation where I would play this over this. But then again, it's so weird. I'm just going to play this. Oh, now I get the Proton. Okay then. I'm just going to get another Honchkrow. I'm going to drop it down, and I'm going to go ahead and draw some cards. I could actually attack. What does Torment do? Choose one of your opponent's active Pokemon's attack. During your opponent's next turn, that Pokemon can't use that attack. Ooh. But I think they're going to be attacking with this, if I'm honest. I mean, I could use it. I could use it. Very strong possibility that I just use this attack. You know what? Screw it. Actually, I could Deceit. Searching for a support card reveal and put it to your hand. Could do this, but I kind of don't really need to. I'm just going to Torment. Yes, that one. I didn't realize it had that. I actually could have used that. So now they can't Cosmic Beam. Which I guess is fine. Yeah, they're going to go for the Lucario anyway. I do have 4 supporters. I need 2 more to get a 1-hit KO on a Mega Lucario. And I do have the Ignition. If I draw... I kind of just use Petrol, I guess, and then... because I want to keep these cards. The Brave Angle doesn't really do anything here. The Brave Angle literally does not do anything. I'm trying to think of what I could Proton to get 3 basics, and then it's just a hope of drawing into 2 supporters is the thing. As if they have the Lucario. They could just not have the Lucario. Okay, they do have the Lucario. They're just going to Ultra Ball for it. Get rid of a Night Stretcher. There's the Lucario. It is 340, right? Yeah, 340. So I do need 6 support cards. And a Mega Zygarde. Okay, that's annoying. My hand is now gone. Wow, that is the worst hand I could have drawn. Play Mega Zygarde. I mean, that's just an easy KO, I guess. How much does this do? It does 130. I actually don't die to it. That's crazy. They're actually using this. Right, I want to get rid of this then. But this still requires 5 support cards. Okay. I think that this is just a concession. What am I supposed to do here? Like, for each of your opponent's Pokemon, flip a coin. If heads, do 150 damage to that Pokemon. If I put everything in play, it's a 50-50 chance if they just kill it. And I would also burn out my entire hand. I'm not winning this. I am just conceding. I'm gonna be honest, I can kind of see why this deck dropped off after a couple of weeks. Very good things about it. Obviously the damage output is pretty good. It's a 1-prize deck, but there's also just a lot of downsides. You pretty much have to play Team Rocket stuff. Like, you can't really play any other type of Pokemon, which I think really hinders the deck. Because, for example, You know, my stuff gets knocked out. I can't just use a phase and draw 3 cards, because then it means I can't use this support, or I can't use this card, or I can't use this. The deck just seems very restrictive, and also just kind of, I guess, kind of crumbles apart towards like the late stages of the game. But then again, I probably just got unlucky, or I don't know how to play the deck. I didn't really like this one, I suppose. It just seems a bit weird and relies way too much on just drawing the right cards in order to be able to do things. But the deck does have its benefits. Obviously, each supporter card that you play is pretty good. Well, you have a bunch of different options that you can use. You can search out your supporter card so you can like guarantee one, but even then, just like getting the resources you need. There's probably other builds of this deck that play other stuff, you know, maybe like a Buddy Puffin, maybe stuff like Ultra Ball, but I couldn't find any of those builds. I just probably made my own, but I don't know what I'm doing with this deck. But overall, I mean, we won one game, only because my opponent messed up, and then the other 2, I just bricked. Like, that 3rd game, if I didn't get judged, I probably would have been in a good position, but I got judged into like, it was like 2 basics, an evolution, and a night stretcher. Like, I can't do anything with that, and there's no way to recover out of it unless I draw a very specific card, which is what I was trying to do in a couple of instances during those 3 games, is just draw a very specific card. Couldn't draw it. Don't have a way to search it out or anything like that. Don't have a way to draw more cards or anything like that. It's just very iffy. I probably played the deck really badly, but again, I was just trying, and I was thinking a lot about what I was wanting to do. I don't know, there's just something about it I don't really like. I think the deck is a bit too restrictive on what you can and can't play, because a lot of them say, if you only have Team Rocket's Pokemon, if you only have Team Rocket's Pokemon, so you can't really play anything other than Team Rocket's Pokemon, which is a bit of a hindrance to the deck. It's okay, it's a decent-ish rogue deck, it'll probably see play in rotation. Will it do well at events? Maybe, we'll have to wait and see. As I've said a bit earlier, it's kind of fallen off in Japan now. It's kind of like not really seeing a whole lot of play, but it's still a deck that people are considering for post-rotation. And that's it for this video. Let me know your thoughts on what you think of Team Rocket's Honchkrow, Team Rocket's Toolbox, whatever this deck's name is. I think it's just Team Rocket's Honchkrow. Is this something you're going to pick up? Have you been playing the deck? How are you finding the deck? Are you enjoying it? Am I a bad player at the deck? I don't know. It just doesn't really seem like something I would enjoy playing, although I do really enjoy my one prize decks as someone who's played Ethan's Typhlosion for a bit. They are good, but this one is just a bit too restrictive on what it's able to do. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that nonsense. Any and all support is really appreciated, and you take care.